In today's video, we're going to be creating the tablet layout for our pet care website. This video is part of a series where I create an entire pet care website in the desktop, tablet, and mobile layout. Let's just quickly go through all of them. So we have the home page, which is this. Next, we have the About Us page. We have the Service and Booking page. We have the Blogs page. And finally, we have the Contact Us page. If you want to check out the other parts of this series or you want to get the course playlist, check out the link in the description box below. For this part of our tutorial, we're going to need a style guide. So we have our tablet style guide here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go through each one of them so you can see it. You can either pause the video to see the details, or you could just check the description box below for the typography settings. So I'm just going to go through each one of them, starting with this one. I'm not going to try to, once again, I'm not going to try to pronounce this. I'm just going to call it Otto for the sake of this video, but this is the actual font name. So we have Pet Care Tablet Hero. The font name is Otto, width is regular, size is 60, line height is 68, and the letter space is 0px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Heading. The font name is Otto, width is regular, size is 44, line height is 52, letter spacing is 0px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Subheading 1. The font name is Otto, width is regular, size is 40, line height is 48, letter spacing 0px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Subheading 2. The font name is Otto, width is regular, size is 28, line height is 36, letter spacing 0px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Medium Heading. The font name is Otto, width is regular, size is 18, line height is 26, letter spacing is 0.25px. Next is Pet Care Logo. There's no need to resave this, it's just here. We're going to use the same settings across all our layouts. Let's move on to the next one, which is, let me come closer, Pet Care Tablet Blog. The font name is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 12, line height is 18, letter spacing 0.25px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Blog Date. Font is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 10, line height is 14, letter spacing 0px. Next, Pet Care Tablet Header. The font name is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 16, line height is 22, letter spacing is 0px. Next one, Pet Care Tablet Body. The font name is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 16, line height is 22, letter spacing 0.25px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Button. The font name is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 16, line height is 24, letter spacing is 0px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Subscribe Button. The font name is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 18, line height is 24, letter spacing 0.25px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Footer 1. The font name is Otto, weight is regular, size is 24, line height is 32, letter spacing is 0px. Next is Pet Care Tablet Footer Heading. The font name is Otto, weight is regular, size is 18, line height is 24, letter spacing 0.5px. And finally, we have Pet Care Tablet Footer Body. The font name is Nonito, weight is regular, size is 13, line height is 16, and letter spacing 0.4px. So you're just going to go ahead and save all of these style guides, all these text styles, and we can then come back and then work on our tablet layouts. Okay, I have saved the text styles for our project, and we can go ahead and start the tablet layout. To make things easier on myself, I'm just going to select all of this, and under fill, I'm going to change the fill to Pet Care Background, so that way we don't have to check every time. I'm going to move this text, this style guide out of the way, and I'm going to grab a copy of this and I'm going to bring it closer so that we can start creating our tablet layout. So we're still going to use the same layout guide. I'm going to select this header section, copy, and I'm going to replace it here. I'm going to reduce the width so it fits within the guide of this. I'm just going to get closer to make sure. Okay, then I'm going to select this section. I want the gap this time to be 25. Next, I'm going to move this up so that the space between the space from the header section to the top of the layout is going to be 40. I'm going to just select all of this and delete. Let's start with this text. I'm going to grab it, bring it into this frame. I'm going to change the gap. Okay, we can just leave it at 20. That 20 is fine. And I'm going to select this, bring it into this layout, and we're going to change the width to 510. And I'm going to move this so it's around, let's see here about, we've now changed the text here and the typography of these text items. No worries, we're going to change it. I'm just going to send this one to the back using my left square bracket so that it's the header section is on top the image. Let's now, let me see if maybe I could move it up just a little bit. For me, yours may be a little different, but anyway, I'm going to select the text here, click on enter again so that we can select just the text, and let's change the typography. So whatever is here, this is pet care desktop header, it will now be pet care tablet header, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pet care tablet header and I'm going to change that. Next is going to be this one. I'm just going to click on enter so I can now select this one. This is going to be pet care tablet hero. Since I made a small mistake on, let me just quickly fix it. Okay, pet care tablet hero, and I'm going to select this button. I'm going to use enter so I can select the text. This will be pet care tablet button. So I'm just going to pet care tablet button. I could just let me reduce the width of this. Okay, so this is what we have. As for spacing, maybe we'll just space this section for now before we move on to other parts. I'm going to select the header section and this text and make the spacing 200. Okay, that's it for the hero section. We can now move on to other parts. I'm going to select this and bring it into this frame. Let's change the typography of this text to pet care tablet heading. So, and this is going to be pet care tablet body. Pet care tablet body. Now we're going to match the spacing we have here, so we'll just reduce it till we have this on 10 columns like this. Let's change the gap to 15. Just move it up a bit. Let's now move on to the next section. I'm going to select this section, this our services section, and bring it into the frame. I'm going to select this subheading and I'm going to change it to pet care tablet subheading. Tablet subheading 1. Now I'm just going to reduce the width of this so it's on 5 columns including the gutter. So the width now is 381. Okay, I just realized that this is just 1 pixel off, but it is off by a bit. So I'm just going to move this. So 5 columns including the gutter by the right. Next, let's resize the elements here. Let's start with this. Okay, I think we'll be able to do all of this at once. Make the width 70 by 70. And now let's focus on the text. Hopefully I should be okay. I'm able to select the text. So this will be this is pet care desktop medium heading. So this will be pet care tablet medium heading. I just need to find, okay, pet care tablet medium heading, and then we're going to select the body text, and we are going to change all of that to pet care tablet body. Oops, wrong one. Pet care tablet body. And I'm going to select each frame now, and I want to see if I'll need to change. The gap is 15. We can leave it. Okay, we can just leave the gaps as they are. Let's just select this group that has all of our items. Okay, there's no option for spacing. Just click on enter so we can select each individual, and then we can change the spacing to 40. Now we're just going to have to move this a bit. So I want this to be on 6 columns. I'm just going to move it so that it could be just on the edge here, which is fine. And I'm going to, we've not worked on this one, no worries, we'll come back to that. I'm just going to select each frame and reduce it so it fits here. I'm going to do the same for this one. Maybe we could move this one a little to the right. I want to see if I'll be able to have the last. It's not going to work. Let me just leave it as it is. All right, let's work on this one next. I'm just going to hold shift and then drag it. It will increase by 10. I'm going to change this to pet care tablet body. Pet care tablet body, and then I'm going to change this to pet care tablet button. That's header pet care tablet button. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too much too quickly. Now let's change the spacing between this and this subheading and this image. I'm going to select both of them, make the spacing 15, and I'll select this image and this one. The goal is to make sure they align vertically. I think Alt V just to align them vertically, and that is it for this section. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to, maybe I could move some of this up like this. Okay, I'm going to ungroup this so we can do one by one. Let's start with this subheading, and let me bring the first client testimonial. Let me come closer, and I'm going to align it to the edge. Let me change the typography of the subheading. This is going to be pet care tablet subheading 1, and I'm going to make sure that I just wanted to make sure it was on the edge of the column. I'm going to select this image, and it's going to be of 4 columns plus the gutter. Just going to reduce that. Next, I'm going to select this rectangle. The width is going to be 695, and height is going to be 225. I'm just going to move it so it's on the edge of the column. Let's now work on this text. Oops. This text and stars is supposed to be on the edge of the 7th column. So it's going to be on the edge of the 7th column. Let me start with the stars. I'm just going to click on enter again so I can select all 5 of them at once. I'm going to change the size to 30. Select this text, change the typography to pet care tablet body. Yes, and then I'm going to, this is pet care desktop medium heading, so this is going to be pet care tablet medium heading. Pet care tablet medium heading. And I'm just going to reduce the width of this so that it's on the edge of the edge of the 12th column. Now I'm going to select all 3, Alt V to align them vertically, and that's it for this one. There are 2 ways we could do this. We could either reuse this so that we don't have to change typography and other things, or we could just let's bring the others in. Let me just delete this. I'm going to bring this in, and we are going to do, if you want to try it out yourself, you can pause the video, you can pause this video and try to do it yourself. But if you want to do it together, let's continue. I'm going to reduce this so it's on the edge across 4 columns and then at the end of the 4th gutter, so it will be at the edge of the 5th column. Next is this rectangle. I'm going to change the width to 695 and height is going to be 225. Next up is going to be these stars. Click on enter so you can select all of them at the same time. Change the size to 30 by 30. Change the typography of this text to pet care tablet body. Select this one, make it pet care tablet medium heading. Alright, now I can just move. I'm just going to make sure that this rectangle is on the edge. This is going to be on the beginning of the 7th column, and then I'm going to reduce the width so it's on the end of the gutter here, or the beginning of the 12th column. Select the text, rectangle and image, Alt V to align vertically, and we're going to have this. Let's work on the final one. I'm going to select this, reduce it so it's on 4 columns including the gutter. Going to select this rectangle, change the weight to 695, and I'm going to change the height to 225. Next up is this text. I'm going to select the stars, click on enter so I can select all of them at the same time. Change the dimensions to 30 by 30. Select the text, change the typography to pet care tablet body, and I'm going to select this. This is going to be pet care tablet medium heading. Now I'm just going to move the rectangle so it's on the edge here. Make sure that this is on the edge, and I'm going to just reduce it so it's like this. Now I can select all 3 items, Alt V to align. I'm going to come up here, select the subheading and this first testimonial, make the spacing 15, select the other testimonials and make the spacing 0, and I'm going to select all of them and group, and we are done with our client testimonial section. Next section is going to be this one. We're going to make it very quick and simple. I'm not going to worry too much about spacing. If that's something you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to just grab a copy of this, bring it into the frame. Let me make sure. All right, select this text, and we're going to change typography to pet care tablet subheading. So pet care tablet subheading 1, And for the button here, this is going to be pet care tablet button. I'm going to zoom out and select the entire frame and just reduce the width. We locked the aspect ratio of this group earlier, so it should, but you'll notice that here it's not going to be perfect. When you're working with images in grid like this, when you reduce them, if it's not a frame, you will not get perfect spacing on the, in this case it was supposed to be 20. If you want to go in and change it and resize the images, you can do that, but we're not going to do that in this case. Finally, we're going to change the gap to 15, and that's it. Let's move on to the next one, which is the featured blogs section. I'm going to grab this and bring it here. I'm just going to make sure it's on the edge. Let's change, you know what, let's reduce the size, since we're going to also change the text here. Since it was a responsive layout, it should resize properly, and since it's a frame, the gutter size is going to be fine. So, or the gap in between the items in the frame is matching the gutter sizes. Let's change the gap to 15. Now let's change typography. Start with the first one. Let's change this to pet care desktop, pet care tablet, subheading 1, and I should be able to do all of this. Yes, I'm trying to select all of them at the same time instead of changing each one individually. So this is going to be pet care tablet medium heading. So pet care tablet medium heading. Next one is going to be okay. All right, pet care. This is going to be pet care tablet blog. So I'm just going to pet care tablet blog. All right. Oops, no, wrong one. No, that's dates. Okay, pet care tablet blog dates. So oh, I'm saying desktop. We need pet care tablet blog dates, and for this final one, I'm going to make this pet care tablet blog. Pet care tablet blog. All right, finally we have this. Let's change this to pet care tablet button. All right, and yeah, that's it for the featured blogs section. Finally, we have our footer section. I'm going to just delete this, and I'm going to grab this footer section and bring it into the frame. I just want to kind of have a piece of every section in frame, so I'll be able to move them in. Let's start with this rectangle. I'm going to reduce the width so it fits within the width of our frame. Select this rectangle, reduce it so it also fits within the width of the frame. It doesn't, because I'm seeing 1025, supposed to be 1024. Now for the height of this, it's currently 450. Let's make it 435. Well, for me it's 450, so I'll reduce it to 435. For the rectangle, the one without the wavy pattern, we're going to make it 320. Next up, let's move the elements around. Let's start with this. I'm going to reduce the width and just reduce it like this, and I'll make sure that the space between this item here and this is 30. Probably will have to, it's currently 30, it's going to be 25. Let me change the typography, because once I change it, it may change things up. So let's just go ahead and change that. So this is pet care desktop footer 1. So this will be pet care tablets footer 1. All right, this is pet care tablets body. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to change this also to, this is pet care desktop subscribe button. This is going to be pet care tablet subscribe button. Pet care tablet subscribe button. I'm now going to select this and this. I want to check their spacing. It's currently 24 for me. I want it to be 25, and I'm going to, I just want to check the gap here. It's 10 is fine. Let's now move around these items. I'm going to move this a bit closer. We're not going to change the typography of this since we're using the same logo typography across all elements in our project. I'm going to select this. I want to reduce this just a little bit. Let me select, I'm going to select the text and set it to fill container. I'm going to select this one. I just want to reduce them before I change typography. So the width for this is 111, this is 145. So I'm going to select this. I'm also going to select the text, make it fill container, and then I'm also going to select the frame, make it fill container. We may have to reduce it depending on how much space we have. I'm going to reduce this. Let me reduce it till it's, I don't want this to be on 2 lines, so this we can reduce. I'm going to select this fill container. Okay, the alignment, let me change the alignment to left, and I'm also going to select the actual text, set it to fill container. This one, change the alignment to left, width, fill container, and then I'm going to select the text itself, fill container. For this, we're not going to change the width, so every other thing will just kind of, all right. Now I'm just going to select all of this, and I'm going to distribute horizontal spacing. I just want to make sure, okay, it's currently still at 30. That's what we want. I'm going to bring this up. Could just reduce this, and I'll also reduce it here. I'm going to check the spacing is currently 24. Let me make it 25. So the spacing from the bottom is currently 25, or you know what, we could even make it just, let's make it 20. It feels a bit close to this one. All right, let's now go through all of this. We've already changed typography for this one. Let's go through this ones and change that typography. I'm going to start with this one. Let's change typography to pet care tablets footer body. I'm going to, I hope I'll be able to, we should be able to select, yes, all of this together. Let's change it. This is going to be, this is pet care desktop footer heading, and this is going to be pet care tablets footer heading. I'm just going to select this, click on enter again, so I will select all the text. This is going to be pet care tablets footer body. Select this, click again. This is going to be pet care tablets footer body. I'm going to select this, pet care tablets footer body, and then for this, let me just the items on the bottom. I'm going to select this, and we can change this to pet care footer body. I'm going to do the same for this one, enter. I'll just keep clicking on enter till I select the text on all items in that section. And all right, that is our footer section done. Let's now go back to the top, fix our spacing, and then bring in our paw prints. Then we can look at it in the prototype view. Let's start from here to here. The spacing currently is 120. That's actually fine. I'm going to select this. I'm going to zoom out and just select all other sections, and I'm going to make their spacing 130, and I'm going to select the frame and reduce the height. I'm going to zoom out. Final detail is going to be the paw print, so I'm going to select the frame and I'm going to grab the paw print and bring it into this frame. For you, I'm just going to reduce it to 1200. The aspect ratio is currently locked, so the height is also going to change. When you are changing yours, just change it by yourself. Don't use this section, just reduce it using this handle or to reduce it, and then find an appropriate spacing that works for you. For me, in my own case, 1200 as the width works fine. So I'm just going to try and eyeball it. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm just going to try and have the same placement of the paw prints, similar to what we have in the desktop. Once again, I'm not even thinking about where exactly the paw prints go, but more like the direction. So yeah, this will do. And I'm just going to look through. Now this is what I wanted to look at. Now that we reduce the height, it's not going to work in this frame. So in that case, what I'm going to do is select this group, and I'm going to create another copy. And since you have frames in your design, be careful you don't mistakenly put that group into another frame. I'm just creating another copy of this. Maybe I could create another copy if possible, so that edge doesn't look empty. All right, so I've created 2 extra copies of the group within the same group. So oh no, it's not inside the same group. No worries, I'll just grab it and bring it inside. What I was going for is having them at the, in the same group, but since that wasn't the case, I'm just going to move it, and I want it to be at the bottom. So you can go ahead and do that, and then create extra paw prints if you need to. And I messed that up by not bringing it to the group. Now it's inside the group. I just want to check. All right, so I created 2 more copies to kind of fill in the empty areas. Maybe I want to move this one a bit. Let me move it up. Let me do the same for this one. And yeah, this is what we have. So I'm now going to select this and select the paw prints group, and then use my left square bracket to send it to back. And let's now take a moment to look at this in the prototype view. So I believe we're using iPad Pro 12.9. I'm going to go to the prototype tab, and I'm going to show prototype settings. In devices, I'm going to use iPad Pro 12.9, and I'm going to start. Let me give it a moment. Just I'm going to locate the appropriate page and then come back. All right, so this is the home page in the tablet layout. I'm just going to scroll down so we can see the entire thing, and yeah, we are done with this. Now we can move on to the next page. I'm going to select this and delete it. Please make sure you're deleting a duplicate, not the original home page. I'm just going to move this here, and I'm going to grab a copy of the about page, and okay, I'm just going to have this here so we can start working on this page also. Let's start with this rectangle. I'm going to delete this one and I'm going to bring this into the frame, and since our aspect ratio is already locked, I can easily resize this. I'm going to bring it up and then use my left square bracket to send it to the back. I'm just going to delete the header section and I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to paste. Once again, as long as it's not overlapping with our image, hopefully it doesn't, I'm going to just copy this and then replace here. Let's change typography for the text. So I'm going to start with this one. This is going to be pet care desktop heading, and this is pet care desktop heading, so it's going to be pet care tablet heading, and this is going to be pet care tablet body. I'm saying desktop pet care tablet body. Next, the gap between this is going to be 15, and I'm going to move this so that it's on the center of this rectangle. I'm just going to check to make sure. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to zoom out, delete all of this, and I'm going to grab this. Let me bring this into the frame. I'm going to start with this image. I'm going to change the width to 325, and I'm going to change the typography of this text. Starts with the subheading. We're going to change it to pet care tablet subheading 1, and I'm going to change this to pet care tablet body. This is okay, pet care tablet body, and I'm going to reduce the width of this text so that we'll have it. Let me see, I just want, okay, there was no alignment in this one, so all we're going to do now, I'm just going to reduce the width of this. Let me not say just the entire text, the frame. I would like this text to be on 6 lines. Let's say like this. The width is 454. You could use 455, around the same thing. And I'm going to change the gap here to 15, and I'm going to change the spacing between these two items to 25, and I'm going to align it to the center of the frame. Let's now do the same for this one. I'm going to grab this and bring it into the frame. Start with this image, change the width to 325. I'm going to select this subheading. This is going to be pet care tablet subheading. Pet care tablet subheading 1, and I'm going to select this text and change it to pet care tablet body. And I'm going to also reduce the width of this frame. I want it to look like this. So let's say the width is, this one is 419, so let's say around 420. I'm going to change the gap to 15. And we're also going to change the spacing between these two to 25, not 15, 25. Just to make sure, I'm going to do Alt V to align vertically. Let me check on it. All right, Alt V. Sorry about that. I want them to be vertically aligned. I'm going to align this to the center of the frame. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to need some more space. I could just delete that. I'm going to grab this, bring it into the frame, select this image, change the weight to 325, and I'm going to select this one. Let's start with this text. Change the subheading typography to pet care tablet subheading. Oh no, tablet subheading. And for this text, it's going to be a bit tricky. So what I'm going to do, instead of changing everything twice, I'm going to just select typography. I'm going to change it to body. Pet care tablet body first, and then I can now select this and then change it to pet care tablet medium heading. Same with this. Change it to tablet medium heading, and then this one, tablet medium heading. I'm going to reduce the width of this, the entire frame, this one on the right, and I'm going to, let's say right around here, width is 379, so let's say 380. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's change the gap to 15 and select this to change the spacing to 25, and I'm going to align them vertically using Alt V, and I'm now going to position it at the center of the frame like this. Finally, we have the meet our theme section. I'm going to bring this here and I'll reduce this. Let's now go from top to bottom to change the typography. I'm going to select this. This is going to be pet care tablet subheading, and I want to do all of them at once, hopefully. All right, this is going to be pet care tablet medium heading, and this and then finally this is going to be pet care tablet body, which is this one. Let's now change the spacing. For the spacing currently is 20. I'm going to reduce it. That's for each individual item to 10, and for the gap here I'm going to make it 15. Finally, we're going to grab our footer section and I'm going to replace. Let's come back and space these items, then we'll bring in our paw print. I'm going to select this to make the spacing 40, and this is going to be 130. So for everything here, we're going to select all of that, make it 130, and I'm going to reduce the height so that it fits like that. Finally, we're going to need our paw print. I'm going to select this and just delete it. Please make sure you are deleting a copy, not the original. I just wanted to make sure. And I'm going to select the paw print from this one and create a copy. Maybe I could just bring it out to this side so I can reuse it, then create another copy. And I'm just going to kind of gauge how many I'm going to need. I don't think we're going to need this, so I can just select all of this and delete, and I'm going to grab this and bring it into this frame. Now just kind of align it however I feel looks like what I want. Let's see, this looks fine to me, so you can go ahead and move it around till you're satisfied with it. I'm going to use my left square bracket to send it to the back, and then we can check it out in the prototype view. I'm going to give this a moment. It's probably going to load, and there we go. We have the about us page in our tablet layout. And yeah, that's it for this one. We can now move on to the next one, which is the services page. I'm going to grab a copy of the services page and I'm going to bring it down here. All right, I'm going to delete this rectangle and I'm going to grab a copy of this and bring it into this frame, and I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to just bring it up so it's on the edge of the frame, and I'm going to use my left square brackets to take it to the top. I'm going to delete that header section. I'm going to copy from this one and I'm going to paste here. So that was really close, but it's still not touching it, so I'm going to leave it as it is. If yours is touching, you can either move the image down or maybe move your header section up. I'm going to select this and I'm going to paste and then replace. Let's now change the typography for this text. Select this first one. Let's change it to pet care tablet heading. So this, and this is going to be pet care tablet body. And I'm going to make the gap between these two 15. I'm going to now move this so it's on the center of this rectangle. Let me check. All right, that's good. All right, I'm just going to select all of this. Let me delete. Let me grab this text. I'm going to bring it into this frame and I'm going to change the typography to pet care tablet body, and I'm going to reduce the width so it's on 8 columns. Just exclude the first 2 columns just like we had in this other one. Next up is going to be, let me grab this too. At the same time, bring it in, and I'm going to align it to the edge. Let me start with this. I'm going to make this pet care tablet subheading, and this, I'm going to select this one, make it pet care tablet subheading 2. This is going to be pet care text, pet care tablet body. I'm going to select this one, pet care tablet body. And then finally this is going to be pet care tablet button. No, that's pet care tablet button. Let me check the spacing. So this is 10, that's fine, we can leave it as it is. The gap in this frame is currently 20. Let's make it 15. The width of this should be on, I believe we have it on 6 columns here, so it should also be, we should keep our eyes on it, so have it on 6 columns as well. So I'm just going to 3 6 supposed to be on 6. All right, that looks good. Yeah, on 5 columns, on 6 columns, sorry. As for the width of this image, I'm going to reduce it to this, so it's 306. That's on 4 columns including the gutter on this, so it's spanning 4 columns and 4 gutter widths, so it's 306. Let me zoom out, and I'm going to select this to use Alt V to make sure they are aligned vertically, and we are done with this one. Let's do the same. If you want to, you can pause the video and try it yourself. It's a good way to get some practice in. I'm just going to select all of this and delete. Let me select this one and bring it into the frame, and what I want, okay, this we're going to, all right, I just want to make sure I have it in the same. We've already selected the gutter is already covered, so we'll just move it so it's on 4 columns, and oops, oh, it seems I didn't lock the aspect ratio of this one. Maybe I should go and do it in my own. I'll just lock the aspect ratio. Okay, now I can reduce it so it's on 4 columns and the width is 306. Next, I'm going to move this. It's supposed to be on a total of 6 columns. Let's now change the typography of the text. I'm going to select this text and I'm going to change the typography to Pet Care Tablets subheading 2. This is going to be Pet Care Tablets Body. Pet Care Tablet Body. This is also going to be Pet Care Tablets Body. And then finally, we're going to change this to Pet Care Tablet Button. I'm going to check that it's aligned there, and I'm going to reduce the width of this frame. I'm going to select this. Okay, gap is 10, that's fine. It's going to be I'm going to select the entire frame, change the gap to 15. And I'm going to select this image and this section, Alt V, to align the vertical centers. And we are done with that section. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to once again grab this. Let's start from left to right. I'm going to start with this. This is going to be Pet Care Desktop subheading 2. I'm going to select this section. This is going to be Pet Care Tablets Body. And this one is also going to be Pet Care Tablets Body. I'm going to select this, change it to Pet Care Tablets Button. I'm going to select the entire frame, change the gap to 15, and I'm going to reduce it so that it's on 6 columns like this. And I'm going to grab this. The width is going to be from this gutter here, so I'm going to move it and then reduce it. The width is going to be 306. Select both Alt V to align vertically, and we have one more section, so I'm going to increase the height of this frame. Let's grab the next one. I'm going to copy that and bring it into this frame. Let me start with the text, then I'll move things around. I'm going to select this. I'm going to change it to Pet Care Tablets subheading 2. This is going to be Pet Care Tablets Body. I'm going to select this one. This is going to be Pet Care Tablets Body. And then finally for this one, this is going to be Pet Care Tablets Button. I'm going to select this entire frame, change the gap to 15. So this one should be on the leftmost 6 columns. I'm just going to move this, and I'm going to reduce the width of this. And now I'm going to move this image and then reduce it to 4 columns like this, and the width should be 306. Select these 2 items, Alt V, to align vertically. Let's now grab this section, bring it into the frame. Let's change typography. I'll start with this. Let's change it to Pet Care Desktop subheading. subheading 1. Tablet subheading 1. This is going to be pet care tablet medium heading, and this is going to be pet care tablets body, which is this. I'm going to select the frame again, make the gap 15. I'm going to grab the form next. Since it fits, we're just going to leave it as it is. We'll just change typography. Let's start with this one. This is going to be pet care tablet medium heading. Let me see if I'll be able to grab all the text and do it in one go, which I was able to. We're going to change this to pet care tablet body. And let me see, I'll have to change. Oh, this one is at bottom left. What did I set it? Oh yeah, bottom left. I'm just going to change this to hot content, and it should fix that for me. If yours didn't have any issues, just leave it like that. I'm going to select this text. This is going to be pet care tablet button. Now select the entire frame, change the gap to 15. Finally, let's grab a copy of the footer section from any of our previous pages. Let's go back to the top and space out all our sections. I'm going to start with this and this. Spacing is 40, and then this text and this subheading is going to be 130. I'm going to just give this, going to select this too. Spacing is 20. I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to make spacing 130. Then between this and this, I'm going to make the spacing 40. And then between this form and the footer section is going to be 130. And I'm going to reduce the height of this frame. Let me zoom out. Now we're going to need our paw prints. I'm going to come over here, grab a copy of this, and I'll just kind of let me see. I think let me remove just the last one. Let me see how that will work out. Let me bring it into my frame. There's actually no need for this one, so I'm going to select this and delete. Now I can try and position this one where I like. I'm going to just move this, let's see, around there. That's fine for me. Go ahead and move yours to a position that you feel comfortable with, and I'm going to use the left square bracket to send this to the back. Okay, I was just okay. I'm going to select the services page, this one. Please make sure you're deleting a copy. Even I want to just check that I didn't delete the original. I'm going to now go over to the prototype view. Let's see the page in the this tab. I'm going to move to the images. Okay, so this is our website. This is our services and booking page in the tablet layout, and we are done with this one. Next up is going to be the blog page. Let's grab a copy of the blogs page, bring it here, and we can start working on our tablet blog page. I'm going to start with this rectangle and just delete. I'm going to grab a copy of this and bring it into the frame. I'm going to reduce the width of this. I'll just make sure it's aligned, and then at the top I'm going to use my left square bracket to send it to the back. I'm going to delete that header section. I'm going to come to this one and copy the header section, and I'm going to paste. And for me, thankfully the header section isn't overlapping with the image. If yours is overlapping, maybe move it a bit. I'm going to grab this, copy, and I'm going to paste and replace. I just want to make sure it's aligned to the edge. Let's start with this one. Let's change typography. This is going to be pet care tablet heading. This is going to be pet care tablet body. And I'm going to select the entire frame, and the gap is going to be 15. I'm going to just move it around till it's at the center of this rectangle. I'm going to zoom out. You know what, I can just delete everything. We're not going to need this. We'll just quickly bring in our elements. Let me start with the text, bring it in, and I'm going to reduce the width so it's on the middle 10 columns. Yes, and then I'm going to change typography to tablet, pet care tablet body, and we are going to bring in, let's bring in all our blog pages, then we'll change the typography for everything. I'm just going to reduce this so it fits. Same with this one. Oops. Same with this one. I'm going to move this so it's on the edge and then reduce the width. And okay, this one, I'm going to grab this. Let me make sure it's on the edge. I'm going to reduce the width. And then finally, I'm going to do the same for this one. And I'm going to reduce. I just noticed it would seem I didn't change some settings in these images. Just give me a moment. Let me quickly do that instead of doing it now. I'm just going to fix my errors and then come back. Alright, I've not only corrected it here but also in my desktop tab. Hopefully you did it correctly. I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start changing typography, and I'm going to do them 3 at once. I'm going to select this text, this one, and this one. Let's change this to pet care tablet medium heading. And I'm going to select this, and I'm going to change this to tablet pet care tablet blog. All right, this is going to be pet care tablet blog dates. And finally, we're going to change this to pet care tablet blog. Next is this. Going to, okay, so I'm going to start with this. Select all 3. This is going to be pet care tablet medium, pet care tablet medium heading. This is going to be pet care tablet blog. Pet care tablet blog. This is going to be pet care tablet blog dates, and finally pet care tablet blog. Let's move on to the next row. I'm going to select these text boxes, and this is going to be pet care tablets medium heading. I'm going to select this. This is going to be pet care tablets blog. This is going to be pet care tablets blog dates, and finally this is going to be pet care tablets blog. Let's move on to the final row. I'm going to select this. This is going to be pet care tablets medium heading. This is going to be pet care tablet blog. This is going to be pet care tablets blog dates, and this is going to be pet care tablet blog. I'm going to let me grab a copy of the footer section from any of the other previous pages, and we can just change that. Let's start with this. Let's space the items out. I'm going to select this and this. Spacing is going to be 40. Select this text and all other sections of the blog. Spacing is going to be 20, and then finally this is going to be 130. Spacing between the last section of the blog and the footer section is going to be 130. I'm going to reduce the height of this frame so that it can fit like this. Finally, we're going to need a copy of this paw prints so we can add it to our design. I'll just I think I can remove the last 4. That should work, hopefully. And it does. I think we don't even need this last one. Let me just see. Let me just move it. And yeah, I don't actually need this last one. If yours actually shows up in your design, you can leave it, but I'm just going to delete mine. And let me move it a little more to the right, and that's good enough for me. I'm just going to use my left square brackets to send it to the back. Let's look at it. Let me delete this one first. I want to make sure, okay, I haven't deleted the original. Let's check it out in the prototype view. I'm just going to give this a moment so it will load and update, and I'm going to check this. So this is what our blog page in the tablet layout looks like. If you have a tablet device, you can just run Figma on your device and check it out. So yeah, this is what the tablet layout looks like, and we can go to the final page for tablets which is the contacts page, and I'm just going to grab a copy and bring it here. I'm going to start with this rectangle and delete. I'm going to now bring in this one, and I'm going to reduce the width and then align it to the top of my frame. Then I'm going to use my left square bracket to send it to the back. Select this header section and delete it. I'm going to copy this header section and I'm going to paste. And for me, no issues here. It's close but not obstructing the text, so that's fine. I'm going to select this text and I'm going to come back here, paste and replace, and I just want to make sure it's aligned to the edge of that layout guide. I'm going to start with typography. Change the typography to pet care tablet heading, and this is going to be pet care tablet body. Now select the entire frame and change the gap to 15, and I'm going to move this till it's at the center of this rectangle. I'm going to zoom out. I could just remove everything here. Let me increase the height of this frame so I can just do everything in one go. I'm going to select all of these, bring it into the frame. Just want to make sure it's aligned to the edge like that, and then I'm going to bring this in. Let's go in one by one and change typography. I'm going to start with this one. This is going to be pet care tablet body. This is going to be pet care tablet subheading. Pet care tablet subheading 1. This is going to be pet care tablet body. I'm going to select the entire thing, change the gap to 20. Next is this. I'm going to select this. Let me just change the gap right now to 20. And I'm going to select this, change it to pet care tablet subheading 1. This is going to be pet care tablet body. Now I'm just going to do all of this in one go. This is going to be pet care tablet body, and finally this is going to be pet care tablet button. Okay, so the gap for this is 20. Let's make it 15, and that's fine. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to change this to pet care tablet subheading 1. Next is going to be this. Change typography to pet care tablet body, and then finally we're going to change this to pet care tablet button. Okay, I'm going to change the gap to 20. Let's change the width of this to 310. The width of that to 310. I'm going to copy this and replace it here. Now I'm going to go back to the top, and we can now space out the elements in our page. I'm going to select this rectangle, and this text spacing is going to be 40. Between this text and this one, it's going to be 20. Between all these other sections, it's going to be 40, and between this last one and this section, it's going to be 100. I'm going to reduce the height of this. I'm going to get really close so that I can confirm, and I have this. Next, I'm going to align this to the top of this location, and I just want to make sure I want the gap between these two to be 200. So between location and this image, you're going to have 200. Okay, and with that, we are done with the tablet layout. Let's just quickly look at it in the prototype view. I'm just going to give this a moment, and there you go. This is our contact us page. I just noticed this us is in lowercase. I would prefer if it was in uppercase, because that's what I've been using throughout the project. I'm just going to quickly change it in this one. Oh, we're not done yet. We have not added paw prints, so we're going to quickly do that now. Let me grab a copy of the paw prints, and I'm just going to decide how many. I think let me start by removing the bottom 5. If I need to, I'll add more. I'm going to bring it into frame. We don't even we're not going to need this last one. There's no need. I'm just going to move this till, you know what, this looks good to me. So I'll just use my left square bracket to send it to the back. Let's look at it once more with the paw print here. This is what our contact us page in the tablet layout looks like. And with that, we have come to the end of the tablet layout section of this course. For the next part of our course, we're going to be working on the mobile layout for our website. If you want to see the link to other parts of this course or the course playlists, you can just go ahead and check the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next part of this course.